Hey guys, Mad Viking back. Third time's the charm. I keep having issues with my camera, and this is really getting tiresome, making me regret this shit. Alright, Money in the Bank pay-per-view predictions. And I have some WWE news, and I'm going to gloss over it. So, there's going to be 2 kickoff matches, and of course, it's the Whipping Boys, Ziggler versus Corbin again. I know Ziggler's gotten the best of them in a couple pay-per-views, and so has Corbin, but I don't know if they're wrestling on SmackDown because I don't watch SmackDown because they dissed over my Wyatts. But I have a feeling Corbin's going to win. Hopefully it'll be the end of this feud. I don't know. It's getting old. It's old WWE. Cruz versus Sheamus. Sheamus is super dickbag right now, being the monster heel and beating up all the new guys. Cruz is the new babyface superhero, so I'm sure Cruz is going to beat him. He should beat him anyway. If not, that means they're still going to feud. And I could care less. Cruz isn't growing on me yet. But I'm going to pick Cruz. The women's tag team championship match with Charlotte and Dana Brooks versus Natalya and Lynch. And of course, you know, Natalya's been losing a lot lately, and they're keeping this feud going for whatever reason. And this is a tag team match, so of course I see Natalya and Lynch winning for a there you go girls type deal. Unless Charlotte keeps her little 4 horsemen gimmick going and a new member shows up or something and costs Lynch and Charlotte the match. But I don't see that happening, so I see Natalya and Lynch going over. Rusev versus O'Neal. Do I see Rusev stomping the crap out of O'Neal like he did Kalisto? No, but you never know. But this will be like 2 big bears fighting each other back and forth. But I don't see O'Neal winning. I don't think he's taking off the fans that the WWE thought he would when he returned from his suspension. Let me turn this on. Should have done that a while ago. So I just see Rusev retaining until Cena gets off his high horse and has to go back to jobbing. Well, he wasn't really jobbing, but going back to doing the open challenge like he's still rumored to supposedly going back and doing with the belt. The big ladder match with Jericho, Zayn, Ambrose, Cesaro, Del Rio, Owens. Did I get everyone? Zayn. I'd like to see Jericho win, because I still think in my eyes he should be competing for titles, but he's not. He's just doing the old veteran thing and putting over the young guys. But he's putting over a lot of young guys over these years, and nothing's been done with any of them. So it's kind of pointless. That's why it pisses me off how they use this guy. I mean, look at Ziggler. Did that do anything for him? At the time, maybe it did. Where is he at now? He doesn't even get on pay-per-views. That's where he's at. He jobbed for Fandango. What happened with that? He got a push. Nothing came from it. Now he's like probably a lower tier guy. I wouldn't even say he's a mid tier guy. His career is almost over, even though this new thing with Tyler Breeze looks like it might resurrect him a little bit, but I think the WWE has already given up on him. So, you know, he jobs out to all these young guys and doesn't benefit anybody. But I would like to see him win, but he's not going to win. Zayn ain't going to win. I'd like to see Cesaro win. I just don't think it's going to happen here. Del Rio isn't going to win it. Not because he can't, but he's only in this match because he's bitching about his place in the card. And this is somewhere they can stick him. Ambrose is my dark horse pick, because if he wins, that makes him the Money in the Bank winner, right? He has the briefcase. And of course Rollins and Roman Reigns are feuding. Now, whoever one of them wins the title or has the title, he can go in there and take the title, which he's obviously going to do at some point. So that'd be all 3 members of the Shield have been heavyweight champions. And there is a rumor going around that they're trying to reform the Shield. Not trying to. The WWE is eventually thinking of doing it. And that's with all this Shield crap on Raw and stuff. Do I think that's happening right now? God, hell no, it can't happen. How in the hell are they going to do it, especially with the way they ended their segment beating the shit out of each other? That it might be happening down the road, but it would be a cool scenario. They all become world champions and feud, and then they probably, just say F it, and hey man, let's just go back to the good old days and reform the Shield. Yeah! We'll have to see on that. But I pick Owens. Because he's a super heel. He's probably the best heel in the company. And the heels usually win. And they chase the babyface until they take the title. Even though, well, I can't say that's usually... Well, yeah, the heels win. That's true. So I'm going to say Owens. And he deserves it, in my eyes. Cena versus Styles. Ugh. Cena's back. Big deal. Styles should win this match. They turned him heel. They can have the club come in and beat the shit out of Cena, and Styles should win. Can win, and he should win. They've been jobbing him out to everybody, and even Cena pointed out on Raw, "Oh, you're here and you're doing nothing, and you're a bust." No, he's not a bust, jack off. He carried that entire Roman Reigns feud, and if anybody else says differently, you're a crackhead. But Styles should win this. But do I see them putting Styles over Cena? No, I don't. Because the WWE is a bunch of cocksuckers, and they like to piss us off. And that would piss everybody off. So, I'm still going to pick Styles, but Cena's probably winning. Rollins versus Roman. Do I see Rollins getting the title back after a month? No, I don't. I see these guys feuding for a while. Reigns will win. They'll keep fighting, and Rollins will probably eventually take the belt off him. Maybe at SummerSlam or something. But do I see it happening now? No. The tag team thing New Day versus the Club versus Enzo and Cash versus Vaudevillains. New Day stick is kind of getting old, but do I see them losing here? No. And they shouldn't lose here. They should lose cleanly to the Club. Say, I don't know, Survivors or SummerSlam. Because this is just a big cluster F of a match. And the New Day could lose without even technically losing, and that just wouldn't do anybody any good to win the titles that way. And the Club needs a big, strong push and a big, strong win when they get the titles, and they should be getting them. So I'm going to say New Day, even though I'm protesting it. It should be the Club, but it shouldn't be in this manner. So New Day, in my eyes, wins. I'm going to gloss over these rumors. Neville's supposed to be coming back anytime soon. Trish Stratus is pushing for a feud with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has been blasting the WWE on Tumblr about the stall and the Women's Revolution and her position on TV. Not a good move, girl. Stop talking ish. They haven't fired anybody since who was the last person, and there's still people getting fired. You're popular, but you're not a big dog. Stop running your mouth. Bray Wyatt is rumored to be returning soon and possibly getting the title. But get this. He's rumored to be returning as a face. Do you see the Wyatt family as a face? As baby faces? I mean, what's Luke Harper going to do? Jump rope down the damn aisle with Rowan blowing bubbles and Strongman handing out balloons? What the F are they thinking, man? They are basically a group of Undertakers. They're a dark group. You don't make them good guys. It's ridiculous. And I've also heard rumors that Luke Harper, eventually when they come back, is going to leave the group. They've already broken the group up. And they didn't do... Yeah, granted, Luke Harper won the IC belt a couple of times. But did he hold that belt any longer than 2 months, 3 months combined? No. Just stop messing with the Wyatts, man. They're a super group, and they're so stupid, and they don't even know it. Finn Balor was rumored to be debuted on Raw. Well, Raw came and went. He didn't debut. Now he's rumored to be debuting at the pay-per-view. Where? Where is he going to debut? There was the 7th spot in the ladder match. There was supposed to be 7 people, and that was rumored to be Bray Wyatt. But they just quietly took that ladder out of the match, so it's 6 people instead of 7. Maybe he would show up there with a ladder during the middle of the match. I don't know. Like I said, who's he going to fight? Big E was discussing the breakup of the New Day and possible new members, and he was kicking around the can that Sasha Banks, they're pushing for her to join the group. But they were discussing who they thought would be the breakout star. And he didn't really answer the question, but I would say breakout star would probably be Xavier, even though I'm not real sure about how he is as a wrestler. He's the mouth of the group, and he's definitely the funnier one next to Kofi. Kofi should be the breakout star. He's technically the leader, even though they don't claim they have leaders. And he needs the push. It's like shit or get off the pot with him, too. How many years he's been there? 11? 12? He should be... Yeah, he's in a super group, but what happens when the super group breaks up? He goes back to being a mid-card guy. He should be higher on the card. RVD possibly returning for the brand split. We'll see. I haven't really heard a lot about it, but it would be great if he did. I love RVD. There's rumors the New Day and Enzo and Cash can be split for the split, but I don't see that happening. This isn't my first brand split, kids, and it's amazing how tag teams and groups have managed to all stay together. And I don't see them breaking up New Day yet, and I don't see them breaking up Enzo and Cash either. Even though they see big money signs with both those guys. They've just got here. They haven't done anything. They're not breaking them up. There's a rumor that the WWE is trying to create like a Daniel Bryan type push with Sami Zayn to where he's the underdog and loses a bunch of matches and the fans feel for him and will just, cheer for him. And they're going to create the WWE thinks they're going to create that fake atmosphere. Bryan's push was created by the fans, not the WWE, and the WWE had to give in and they pushed him. I don't know how I see this working, but hey, more power to him, I guess. What is it? Oh, that's not really a rumor. AJ is rumored to win the title by the end of the year. Vince is high on him. They didn't say who. Luke Gallows is quietly taking over the locker room as the new locker room head chief. He's supposed to be quite the comedian, and everybody loves him. So I guess that's good news for the club. The lead singer of the DX band, D-Generation X, Chris Warren, is dead at age 49. Adam Rose is assault charges that's been dropped. He is a free man with no charges. So I guess people on the internet, YouTube, can quit calling him a wife beater because it's getting old. You don't even know if it's true. And he's keeping his gimmick, the Rosebud party thing, except he's going to be called Aldo Rose or something, and he's going to make it a more adult theme, which could be interesting, but until some stuff on YouTube shows up, we really won't know what that is. David Otunga, anybody remember that dude? Yeah, apparently he's still on the roster, being paid for doing nothing, but he's now the new announcer on the announce team for AM Raw Fallout or whatever. WWE announces a cruiserweight tournament coming up, and I guess it's before the women's tournament they were going to do. I didn't write down all the names because not all the names are known people, but these are some of the names: Tyson Ducks, Tajiri, Tommaso Ciampa, T.J. Perkins, who is David Gabriel, what's his name, from the Nexus. So that's interesting. They're bringing him back. Brian Kendrick, Cedric Alexander, Ring of Honor guy. How are they bringing him in? He's under contract, but hey, it's cool. Tony Nese and Jason Lee. So, and it's like a 30-man tournament, so that's going to be something to look forward to. Jesse Ventura's lawsuit against the American Snipers family, Chris Kyle, has been dropped. He was suing them for like $2 million because Chris Kyle on TV said he punched out Ventura without saying his name when he was bad-mouthing the Marines and the U.S. and a bunch of other things in a bar, and he was there and knocked him out. And he was actually trying to sue the dude's wife. And what a scumbag. But that's been dropped out. Or dropped. Lashley's the new TNA champion. He's a 3-time TNA champion now. He choked out Gallows in whatever the match was called. I can't remember. Sandow's back on the indies, making good money, but he just started doing the stunt double gimmick again. My question is why? You're popular on your own now, buddy. Be Damian Sandow, not the douchebag on the side of the ring. Who's he stunt doubling anyway? It's so dumb. Be Damian Sandow. Damian Sandow. Vince's greenlight more NXT talents to show up. They didn't say who, but I've been to a show and I've been watching NXT, and all I can say is a lot of those guys are green as shit still, except for the guys except for like Nakamura and Joe and Finn Balor, but lots of, even the girls. Alexa Bliss was botching at the show I was at. Soko was botching. There's a lot of green guys. I know Bobby Roode just debuted, but they're not going to bring him up if he just debuted. Ronda Rousey, WWE's chasing her for WrestleMania 33. In what role? I don't know. Appearance or wrestling? I hope it's not wrestling Stephanie McMahon, because that's going to be a waste of time. Lesnar has somehow got a deal. He's fighting at UFC 200. I know people already know that. A lot of people don't know that. Punk, though, is fighting finally at UFC 202. Both are fighting unknown opponents. There's a rumor that Goldberg, everybody knows Goldberg is on 2K or 17. And whatever happened with the past ones, with like Sting and Warrior, what happened? They came back to the WWE. They were on the roster. And there was that rumor back in, Mania, that Goldberg was going to somehow be at Mania, but it didn't happen. So maybe we're going to have a Goldberg return. Cross your fingers, because I think that'd be cool as shit. Paul Ellering debuted at NXT The End with what I like to call the D'Lo Brown twins. Legendary manager there, so that's cool. Hideo Itami is supposed to be back soon, but he's still delaying it because he's having nerve issues and mobility problems, but it didn't say where. I mean, like if it's in your neck or back, dude, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it coming back? I hope he comes back. He's never even gotten a run on the main roster. That's the guy that Hogan signed all those years ago on Raw, and their announcers were calling him the Japanese Hulk Hogan. I mean, he hasn't even had his due yet. I hope he's all right. The WWE has been talking about who will be the next member of the club, either Samoa Joe or Nakamura. And just for the sake of prosperity's sake, I think it should be Nakamura, just to keep, actual roster members. Not saying Joe can't join later on, but Nakamura should be moved up, and I think it should be him. Cody Rhodes is benefiting from leaving when his 90 days is up. He's already got big matchup with Kurt Angle, Michael Bennett, and I believe Bobby Lashley. He wrote a whole list of people he wants to fight, and granted those people are in TNA, Global Force, New Japan, Ring of Honor. He's really stretching his bases. If he's smart, he'll sign with New Japan and Ring of Honor because he can wrestle in both those federations. He can be home and he can be overseas. Shit, he could join the Bullet Club. Leave your options open. Miz and Maurice are off TV for a few months while Miz goes film the Marine 2020, whatever the hell it is. So anybody who's really wondered what happened to him. But that's it. I know I haven't done rumors in a while, so there's a lot of them. There's a lot of missing too, but I know this is kind of a running video. But you got my pay-per-view results. I still got some great stuff coming up. Unboxing. Be patient. Leave a comment, like what you see, subscribe for more. Anybody new to my channel, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Where's the button?